if you check one, two. My word of advice to you is just relax. Just do what you got to do. If that don't work, then kick the fact. If you a rider, play me kinda crowd excited. Oh, you wanna just get high and just say it. But then if you a lie, pants on fire, wolf cry, agent with a Y, I'm gonna know it when I play it. It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
What up, everybody? Back with another episode of The Future's View, and this is the Future himself. And I'm here to talk today about something a little bit other than wrestling, you know. I want to mix it up a little bit, and I just talk about wrestling. And this is The Future, and I'm going to talk about all topics, you know, world issues, sports, you know, whatever. But something that's really pissing me off right now that I want to talk about is none other than Mark Echo purchasing the Barry Bonds ball for $752,467. He put it on a survey on the internet of what you wanted to do with the ball, and what ended up happening was the choice was made to put an asterisk on the ball, brand an asterisk on it, send it to Cooperstown, and let them induct it into the Hall of Fame. At least they didn't pick shoot it to the moon and send it in orbit for the rest of eternity, which was actually one of the options, believe it or not. I'm sure a lot of people probably know that. Well, Barry Bonds is claiming that he's going to boycott Cooperstown if the ball is displayed with the asterisk branded on it in Cooperstown, and he will skip his induction ceremony, and he says, quote, "You can call me, but I won't be there." Well, I don't think a lot of people will care if you're going to be there or not, Bonds, because for one thing, you're a liar, pants on fire, wolf cry, agent with a wire. You know what I mean? You're lying your ass off about not taking steroids. I decided to do my own little investigation just to prove that this guy has taken something to enhance his performance. First of all, I just want to let it know that Bonds says that he never knowingly took steroids. That means that everything that he took, that he found out was actually steroids. He doesn't deny he took them, but he says he didn't knowingly know they were steroids. So I've made a few notes here. And in 1998, he weighed in at 210 pounds, and I think that is the year that he went to San Francisco. And that is compared to being 180 pounds the last 2 years. His head grew 3 sizes. I mean, whose head grows 3 sizes, you know, at age 36 or whatever he was at the time? I mean, that's one of the signs of steroid use is head growth, and his head actually grew 3 sizes, so who's telling lies here, Barry? And he was injured in 1994, and he still hit 34 home runs. That was 1 every 10 at-bats, and he missed 2 months that year. In 2000, he hit 49 home runs and hit .688 slugging percentage, despite a thumb fracture, which may throw a guy off for a long time, but something was going on here. This guy was like Superman. 2001, though, the year later, after all that, he had an 863 slugging percentage and hit 73 home runs that year, broke the record of 61 set by Roger Morris by 12 freaking home runs. Where did this come from, Barry? I want to know, because I remember when, you know, he was just, you know, starting playing with the Pirates and stuff, and it wasn't until 1992 till he hit a career-high 34 home runs. From 94 to 99, he hit 34 or more with seasons of 40, 42, and 237 home run seasons. And then from 2000 to 2004, when I think was his biggest usage point, he never hit less than 45 home runs. Somebody's lying here, Barry. I mean, you obviously, your performance enhanced a great deal, not just like a little bit, but like a lot. And Barry, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, claiming that people are wrong by throwing an asterisk on your ball. You're lucky they ain't throwing your damn records out the door. It's said that it actually was said that he was said to a grand jury or something that something leaked about that he said he used steroids. So I don't know. Why don't you just come out and say it, Barry? Because it'd make it a lot better, because then we could put an asterisk by everything else that you did, because it's all a big joke. You used steroids or human growth hormone or whatever you did, but you defamed baseball. You disgraced the names of Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron. I mean, come on, Barry. I mean, 61 home runs, 60 by Ruth. That was a struggle for those guys to do that. You know, Maris, it was a hard deal. You come in, well, first of all, Mark McGwire, his roided up ass came in and hit 70, and if that guy wasn't on something, I don't know who was. He goes from being a stick when he came in. I mean, he was 6'5", he had the frame, but I remember going and seeing him in St. Louis, because I live an hour and 20 minutes from him, and his damn thighs were bigger than me and my dad's head put together. I mean, and he was hitting the ball out just like Bonds did. Bonds started doing the same thing. Pitchers were just scared to pitch to him. And in fact, in 2004, he hit 45, wait a minute, let me back up here. In 2002, he hit 46 home runs, but that year he broke the record with 198 walks that year. He had 45 homers in 2003, and then in 2004, it was said that he received performance-enhancing drugs that year, and that year he still hit 45 home runs despite being walked 232 times. And I don't know if his head was still growing or not at that time. You have to ask Barry about that. 2005, he hit 26 home runs despite an injury. He's weighing 228 pounds at this time, staying 6'1", still playing. He has finally broke the record of Hank Aaron, and now we just want to throw an asterisk on your ball so we can put it besides Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron and not, you know, disgrace these two. I'm sure both of them are rolling in their graves. You pretty much ruined baseball, because what you did is you came in and you cheated, and now all the records are pretty much tainted. You cheated. These other guys, yeah, they hit 61, 60 home runs, but they weren't using HGH and banging up steroids. And all I got to say about you claiming that you ain't going to show up to the Hall of Fame ceremony, I don't care, because I'd rather see an asterisk put on the ball than an asshole inducted into the Hall of Fame and get up there and get a speech about how you did such a wonderful job, but yet you ruined every record in baseball. Your record sucks, and I know a lot of people that feel the same way. There's probably people that still like you out there, especially from people from San Francisco and stuff, and this is my opinion. I'm not saying, you know, I hate the guy, but downright, he cheated, and he's an asshole, and he needs to come out and say the truth, and that's what I think about Barry Bonds and the asterisk. This is the future, and I'm cutting this one short because I'm getting a little hot. And, you know, baseball is a big thing of mine. My uncle's Red Roofing, Hall of Fame baseball pitcher. If you've ever heard of him, let me know. A lot of people say they have. A lot of people say they haven't. If you're a big baseball fan, you probably know who Charles Red Roofing, former Yankee, former White Sox is. So baseball's a touchy situation with me. And he's really ruined things, Barry Bonds have, and so has Mark McGwire, Sammy Say It Ain't Sosa, and the rest of the gang that grew larger than life and hit 70 home runs or something like that. And Sosa didn't get there, but he almost did. So Barry, me and everybody else who feels this way just want to say we don't care about you going to the Hall of Fame ceremony, and we hope they don't induct your ass. Actually, we hope they don't put an asterisk on the ball, but we hope they put an asterisk by every one of your records